Jakub, let's start, and maybe you can introduce yourself. Just tell a bit about you, and maybe some about your background, about your process to become the artist you are today.
I finished Academy of Fine Arts 15 years ago, so I'm still artist.
Okay.
And I finished drawing studio for drawing.
Okay.
Jitka Svobodová, she was my teacher.
Okay.
And that's why I paint in black and white, because I started with drawing, mostly charcoals,
Okay.
and it came to me naturally to use black and white colors for my paintings.
Okay.
And I'm 15 years just painter.
Okay.
And now it changed in March. We opened it, we found the gallery, Platform 15, with my mate Filip Poltoracky. So I have two jobs, you know. First is painting, and second is gallerist.
Okay. I saw you. I was looking at some of your previous work, right? The work. So you graduated in 2010 at TAVU, right? Correct.
2011 or something like that.
Okay.
I don't remember this.
You don't want to remember.
Long time ago, you know.
So, and then I saw that some of the paintings, there's one called Focus, which is quite famous, and then you use a green tone in it, and I wonder whether there was some sort of evolution from you, and you started with maybe just some colors, some hues, and then you evolved into the black and white or gray scale style that everybody knows you for now. Was that a process, or you decided to suddenly change? I'm quite interested in that.
I was always in monochromatic.
Okay.
Yes, first I started in black and white, then I changed this to green,
Okay.
and then from green I changed it back to black and white,
Okay.
because I feel much better in black and white. It's more natural for me.
Okay.
So that's why. But sometimes I tried to paint in colors, but it's completely different style of work for me, because you focus on colors. You don't focus on what you paint. I mean, I think this way. When I paint colors, with colors, I don't focus about subject what I paint. I'm more focusing on more about colors. When I paint black and white, I focus completely to the subject I paint.
Okay.
It's much better for me.
Okay.
I feel better.
Okay, I feel like you can express. What about the? When I was reading about you, and then I found out that. So I like to know more about actually when you start painting, in the sense of about your process, right? I saw that sometimes you start from photos, even on mobile phone, or you create some sort of collage of what you have in mind. What do you generally approach, if there is the general way on how you approach a new painting, let's say?
I work with. I like to work with old magazines.
Okay.
I like old magazines, like old fashion magazines, old sport magazine.
Okay.
And I use it like a template.
Okay.
I cut it, painting on the photos, and then I mix it in my iPhone, and then when I am happy about this, when I am okay with this template,
Okay.
so then I thinking about next step, and next step is the painting.
Okay.
So I have like two kinds of process. Like first choose the subject, or choose something, thinking about this.
So everything is on your phone at a certain point, okay? So the collage
In the end.
Okay. And then how does this translate? How's the process from the phone to the canvas? How does basically, so you have what you have in your mind here on your phone now. how does it translate to the canvas? How do you mark it on? Do you mark it with pencil or charcoal on the canvas,
Yes.
or
Yes.
or do you? How is it generally? How is it when you paint it? Is a perfect reproduction of what you have on the phone?
It's not.
You change it then, okay?
It's just template. It's just like inspiration.
Okay.
Then I go, because when I start to paint, it's completely it's so many things changing in one time. So
okay. So when you paint, you still think about the things that are in your mind, or now basically every time you approach the canvas, there are some changes. Actually, you keep on changing what you want to do, or just you have an idea in mind when you start and you stick to it, or you are happy to change while you paint.
Yes, I'm changing this when I paint sometimes, but still I'm looking to the
phone as a reference.
on my phone, you know, and sometimes I'm changing in the phone in drawing, you know, like you can draw on your phone by your finger, you know. So I'm trying this, and then I'm thinking about how to change this on canvas, you know. So it's processed, but sometimes I don't like use photos. Sometimes I like to paint just abstract.
Okay. That's quite an interesting aspect of what you do, right? I always find that it's kind of at the intersection between figurative and abstract, right? And often in your art, there is basically a mix between the two, right?
Yes. I like the conversation of these two kinds of arts, you know, abstract with some parts of realistic. I like it. It's.
Can you, for instance, we are looking a lot about this painting. Maybe can you tell us something about that? I'm quite curious. So I see, of course, the kind of center of attention is this big eye, and I see this female figure here.
This painting called Breakfast.
Okay.
This is like woman. She's preparing breakfast.
Okay.
I was thinking about her face, and I changed it. I cut the eye in some magazine, and I changed it on a photo. I said, "Wow, it's strong. It's strong for me. It's weird, but it's somehow strong. It's much better for me than paint the face. It's boring for me. And now this is not boring for me. It's like, wow, it's kind of interesting."
No, it's quite interesting.
But it was interesting to paint it. I was like shocked from this. It shocked me. This painting shocked me. Like, wow. She hasn't face. She has eye. No face. She has eye.
So the idea. So when you started on.
This is kind of surrealistic.
Yeah.
You know.
When you started on the. So for instance, what did you have on your phone with this painting? You had it was something like sketch, or it was from a magazine? You know, the eye was from the magazine. What about the figure? Just the.
Yes, this is also a magazine, but I paint to the magazine by acrylic.
Okay.
And trying some versions of this, and then I take photo of this on my iPhone. Okay. And then I change it. I can change this in some program in iPhone. The other one options of this.
You play with it.
Yeah,
you explore or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
It's quite interesting. And you don't use for instance tablet. You always do it on your phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just phone.
You don't want to use a tablet or something?
No.
Okay.
I like it because you can do you go in trams. You can play in everywhere, you know. With this.
It's quite interesting, you know. What about the? So now we have this. What about the other elements? So for instance, you decided to put emphasis on this one here. You decided to magnify this section, or I'm curious about the other elements that are on the canvas, right? For instance, I see this background is a bit abstract, some clouds, I guess here.
Oh, this is egg. This is egg.
Ah, all right.
Because it's called breakfast, so this is egg.
All right, I didn't see. Okay.
This is the yellow and this is the white.
Okay.
And I usually like using the clouds. I am fascinated by clouds.
Okay.
So that's why I like to paint clouds.
Okay. Can you tell us a bit more about the clouds in your painting? Do they have a special meaning, or the shape of the clouds depend on the painting? Is there a relation with it?
Because I just like it, you know. There is nothing deeper behind this.
Okay.
I just like it, you know. It's interesting for me.
What about this one, for instance?
This is the older painting. It's like 2017.
What's the title, so we can reference?
It's also from collage.
Okay.
It's like one part of body is like woman. The legs are, this is woman,
Okay.
and the rest of the body is a man, you know. And he's a boxer.
Okay.
Box. I like sport because before I did a couple paintings of about sport.
Okay.
I like moving, you know, like action in painting.
When you start a painting like this one, is the title of the box? What is the title of the painting for this one here?
Box walk.
Okay. So okay.
Because he's walking or he goes somewhere and he's ready to fight or something.
Okay. And then he's also from the magazine. So there was a boxer and
It's from old sports magazine from 40s,
okay.
50s. I like
Okay.
it. I bought so many magazines about sports.
That's quite cool. So I imagine you. I'm trying to understand. I'm quite curious about. You told us a lot about the process, and you told us a lot about the technique that you use. Quite interesting. I didn't know. And then I wonder when everything starts. You know, I'm thinking about you. You have actually these old magazines about sport, right? And then you flip through the pages, and then you are looking for something in a magazine, or you just, once you see something that inspires you, you stop and you imagine to develop something out of this.
Yes.
I know it's a bit of chicken and egg. I know the inspiration starts first, and you look for something, or why you find something and you start from there.
Both ways are okay with me. Okay. are absolutely all right with me. Sometimes first look, yes, this is what I want to paint, and second, I'm thinking about it. It would be great to paint a footballer or a hockey player, so I'm looking for the best picture of a hockey player.
Okay.
So sometimes yes, sometimes it's immediately now is something inspire you, and or sometimes you thinking all like 1 week about what to paint. I don't like it, okay. But sometimes it's like this.
Maybe this question is a bit difficult. I don't know whether there's an answer, to be honest. But just how does this translate to the current moment, right? Sometimes you want to convey a meaning that, okay, now we have something like a boxer and breakfast. So do you want to relate this to certain current situations, or is not you're interested in that? When you paint something, do you want to communicate something? Do you have a meaning behind it, or?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Okay.
Sometimes I want to tell something, but usually no. I'm just fascinated by the subject.
Okay. And because I remember I was reading about some interviews that you gave in the past years or something, like there is a bit of the current world or something sometimes a bit difficult to figure it out, a role or something. So just I wonder whether there was some reference in it. But cool. Is there any of these three paintings that we have here behind us? Is there any of these three that you have something like a bit of an extra meaning in it? So for instance, we haven't talked about this one here. Maybe we can talk about this one here. So do you have an extra meaning? Of course, you can recognize a ear. Maybe you can tell us a bit about this one here.
Extra meaning.
Yeah, if you have it.
Yes, because I painted eye, so I said to myself, it would be great if you paint ear. It's just for fun.
Okay.
Some paintings are just for fun. You know?
Okay.
I'm not thinking about something
meaning.
heavy, deep. No.
Okay. So I see the clouds there also.
Yes, clouds.
Okay.
Because it's a sculpture or something. It's sculpture in the landscape.
Is there a landscape? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So what about?
Some things go out from the sculpture.
Okay. But
it's also kind of surrealistic.
Yeah.
Like,
What about this? So I see the legs over there, I guess, and there is something between the legs and the ear. What is
it's
it?
part of the legs. This is part of the sculpture.
Okay.
So this is sculpture. I would like to see sculpture like this in a landscape. You walk somewhere and you see sculpture like this. Wow.
Okay. And that's
This is my sculpture.
Okay. Have you ever done work with sculpture or not?
No,
Okay.
not yet.
Yeah. Would you be interested in doing that? Or?
Maybe one day I will try.
Yeah.
Because
I really like sculpture.
I like sculptures.
Yeah. You like to give something like a three-dimensionality? Okay.
I don't like 2D paintings. Like
You don't want to be flat.
Flat.
Okay.
I like paints not flat.
Okay,
I
so
like
depth.
to paint with
Okay.
How to say in English?
Depth
Depth.
or layers of depth?
No. Like you modulate by shades and
Okay.
and light.
Depth I think is just something. So you want to give some. I think depth is the word or something. Like when you can see some. It's not a flat surface. You can see some layers actually behind.
Yes.
Okay, I think it's three-dimensionality or something to it.
Like illusion.
Yeah.
Like 3D illusion.
You definitely see it in your painting.
Yes.
Especially that one there, you can really see the sculpture and the background.
Yes.
I saw a beautiful painting that you did. I think it was the portrait of your mom, I guess. That was beautiful. But you don't do many portraits. I saw there's a boy there.
Yes.
But you don't do your portrait, or you don't do it so often, or because it was really beautiful that one there. So.
Yes, because before I did so many paintings with like people no face painting, and so many people ask me, hey Kuba, you don't know how to paint face, you know, how to paint portrait. So I thought to myself, yes, I will paint my mom because I think every painter should paint his mom.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So I did it. She was. I found old photo from ID, from passport. I think it's from passport photo.
Okay.
She was like 21.
Okay.
And so I painted this.
You just wanted to prove that you can do it, or
Yes.
you definitely prove it.
It was a challenge for me.
Okay.
It's like some of my friends. They think I can't paint portraits, so I had challenge. Like,
You proved
I
them wrong.
will paint my mom.
Okay.
Realistic, you know.
But you generally don't like to do it. It's something like
Yes, I do. But I was thinking, who is the best person who I can paint?
Okay.
So it was my mom.
Okay. Interesting. What about some current things you're working on? Can you tell us some current things you're working on, or some things you'd like to work in the next few months?
I was working on exhibitions here.
Okay.
In gallery, like a gallerist. But I still paint when my last painting is garden. I paint garden.
You paint what?
Garden.
Garden. Okay.
Garden. This is my last painting. This big one.
Okay.
So yes, I'm still working.
Okay. Just now it's a bit more about you kind of a very unique perspective, I think, right? You're in a very special position, I think, because you're artist and gallery owner at the same time, right? Can you tell us a bit more about how Platforma 15 started? And I'm interested about the story of Platforma. I know it started in March this year, and I've been to all the exhibitions that you did. So, but how did it start? You know, how you guys decided to, okay, this is the right venue, and shall we? Okay, can you tell us a bit more about that?
It started like my friend Philip. he called me, hey, I have space in Vinohrady. Can you see this? Can we meet there? And you can check the space.
Okay.
Like maybe you can use this like studio. We can do something with this. So I came, and when first time I saw it, so I talked to myself, yes, it's a gallery, because tall, yes, and the proportion of the space was like, wow, it's a gallery, or something like contemporary space. We can make something. So, and
but then the idea of having a gallery with Philip started earlier, I guess, right? Because Philip, or started in that moment. When did you start considering the idea of creating a gallery with Philip? Was Philip's idea or your idea, or you both together?
I think it was both together idea.
Okay.
And because I know so many people from art scene here in Prague.
Yeah.
So, and I think we talk about it together, and I think I told him would be great if we have space and we can give a chance to the other artists to make solo shows.
Yeah.
Because the space is not so big, space is not so small. It's something in the middle, and I think it's the best for solo shows. And I know so many artists when they waiting for show them art.
Yeah.
They were waiting for this, and I think it was the best time to open this space and show.
Yeah. Also
the talented artists, because so many talented people around me, and we also work with curator Radek Volmut. He helped us a lot with everything, and this is what I'm happy about, this friendship with him. So I'm still learning to be a gallerist, or it's kind of hard for me, because it's this new experience for me. Before I had a little bit pink glasses, because behind the every exhibition is so much work, like a lot of work. I didn't know that before. I thought it's just you hang painting and goodbye. No, it's completely harder than I was thinking.
Yeah. It's quite interesting, because also I don't know much about it, because when I come to the exhibition, I just or I come to the vernissage exhibition, I just see what you saw before in other. You just saw, okay, everything is ready for you to appreciate, right? But I guess I know that you guys have already scheduled exhibitions for until mid or end of 2024. So the process is basically a year-long process to set up an exhibition. Right?
And now we are better and better. But before, we're still learning this. But yes, when it's opening of the exhibition, it's like satisfaction for you. It's great feeling. I like it. Like when the action is perfect, crowded, so many people, I'm happy.
How is the process? Who decides the artists that are gonna exhibit here at Plataforma 15? Is a conversation with you?
It was conversation between me and Philip.
Okay.
Like it came naturally, absolutely.
But when you need to decide, for instance, okay, we need to decide the exhibition for 2025, for instance, okay? Is you discuss with Philip?
With Philip and Radek Volmut.
Okay.
So we have planned for 2 years forward. So we are busy.
Okay. Who has the final say? Is just you need to agree? Is there you need to all three agree on an artist?
Yes.
Or, okay. Yes. I like that you guys do here. You have kind of a fast pace. So I know there's a lot of work behind, because you have kind of fast pace exhibition. Your exhibition lasts on average 4 or 5 weeks, right? And then I know there's a lot of work behind to have keep this fast pace. But it makes it very fresh and interesting all the time.
It's very fresh and interesting for us also. Yes, it's very fast. Like every month there's a new exhibition.
Okay.
But I think that we're making community
Okay.
of people, like especially like you, and yes, we are happy. It's fast. Yes, it's every month new exhibition.
Yeah. I know there's also lots of work there.
It's not boring.
No. But actually, I've been to the very first exhibitions. It was your Happy Birthday exhibition, and I see that every time there is a vernissage now, there's actually more and more people. So you need to expand, I guess, the space, because there's not enough space anymore for the number of people. It was really packed the last week when we had the vernissage.
Yes, we have future plans, like what to do.
Okay. You cannot tell much about that, I guess.
I can't.
All right, fair enough. Okay, I think it was very interesting conversation.
Thank you.
I wonder if there is. I think I'm very happy with this interview because I learned things that I was curious about and I didn't know, and we touched about your past and your development as an artist, and then we talk about your technique and inspiration, and also the things you're working on now, especially with Platforma 15. So I think we kind of cover so many different aspects. I think it's quite interesting. Is there anything you wish to add or you want to say, or just to conclude the interview?
Sorry for my English.
That was good.
I hope you will understand me and especially my paintings.
Okay.
And thank you so much.
Thanks, Jakub. It was a pleasure. Thank you.